Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but a variety of other categories as well, including books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, particularly subscription boxes, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice. Whenever I announce giveaways, there's always a secret password giveaway going on, and of course whenever I go live. As always, if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have one of my favorite boxes because I love receiving international boxes that have an element of culture and often some delicious treats for us, and that is my Ireland box that has been sent to me for review. So it comes in this lovely box. The box is $49.95 US and it ships all the way from Dingle, Ireland for $15.50. I do have a code for you. It is MAUI, M-A-U-I, to save $5, but make sure you check out the website because often there's all kinds of deals if you're able to do a 3-box or longer subscription, or if you're a new subscriber, so always see what's going on over there. I love receiving this box. I always say that I think there's some strange affinity for those who live on islands or who are from islands. I think that Ireland is a gorgeous country, even though I'm obviously not Irish, but I know a lot of the subscribers do have Irish heritage and they really appreciate learning a little bit more about the culture and the history. And Catherine, who puts the box together, does such a fantastic job of sharing all of that knowledge as well as beautiful items from amazing makers in Ireland with us. So inside, just a nice bright green tissue paper. I have to tell you, the last box we got for May was just packed full of goodies. Now usually there is a lovely booklet with lots of information that Catherine puts together for us. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in and see if I can find that for us, because that will tell us all about the items inside as well as the theme of the box this month. Wow, there's a lot in here as well. Lots of stuff for me to photograph. Definitely some delicious goodies. You guys know that's always one of my favorite elements. And of course our recipe card, there it is. So here is our booklet. It's a nature walk in Ireland, which you gotta love. So you can kind of see there are quite a few pages in there. Now just a quick peek at the next box. It says that the next one, it says, fancy waking up in Ireland? Well, we've curated that experience for you. We offer something very unique here in my Ireland box as we curate while immersed in the spirit of Ireland. We wake up every day to Ireland, and so we're in a unique place to send the essence of morning time on the Emerald Isle to you. Do as we do, transport yourself here to the summer mornings. That's such a great theme. So summer mornings is the theme for July if you want to check it out. So inside you can see she kind of crafts it like a letter with little pictures inset, which I just think is lovely. So she tells us all about a nature walk. She takes us on it through this booklet. That is so cool. There's some dingle dolphins. And then we even have our nature walk here, even more pages. This is already like page 6. Even more beautiful, gorgeous pictures, lots of blue, lots of green, of course some sheep. We have a page here about the Battle of Ventry, and she does give us some URLs for more information, ancient Irish traditions and in Ireland during the month of June. And then finally it looks like this might be a song or a poem. And then here is our section where it starts with Let's Meet the Makers. So it looks like we have quite a bit of content. I won't read the entire passages to you because that would just take too long, but I will do my best to sort of skim it and give you the important information. But again, you can see how much love and effort goes into this box and this booklet each month. But let's go ahead and start with the recipe of the month. You guys, look at how delicious that looks. This is Mom's Rhubarb Crumble. Rhubarb is one of those plants that I have not gotten brave enough to try using. It says rhubarb is everywhere now, so it's a must to send you the rhubarb recipe that my mother uses this time of year. A comfort food for sure, and there's never a crumb left in the dish once the dish is placed on the dinner table for dessert. If it's hot where you are now, then I suggest a good dollop of ice cream on yours. So it does look like a pretty easy recipe if you do have the rhubarb and you know how to work with it. So good thing to have, and I just think that it's such a nice touch. It comes from all kinds of family members and the different staff that work in the My Ireland box offices, all those recipes. So let's go ahead and turn back to the first page. Again, lots of pages about the makers this time around. So we got a book. Now we probably get a book in My Ireland Box, I would say once a quarter or maybe 3 times a year. Always like different. Sometimes it's short stories. One time we got sort of a home ec book, which was kind of fun. This one is, I am going to butcher her name. I'm going to say it's by Iana Nielamna. Could be Anna, could be Iana. I'm going to say Ina. So it says, Our Wild World, from the birds and the bees to our boglands and ice caps. I like the cover. It looks very pretty. So it says, Ina has a free ebook that she wrote on Irish nature for primary school children, and it's worth a browse, and she includes an URL. Ina's an Ireland's expert on nature. She's an excellent communicator, and her voice and enthusiasm is instantly recognizable over the airwaves. I love listening to her, and she plants the seeds of love for nature within many children and adults alike. When I heard that she was bringing out this brilliant book on nature in Ireland, and I must say an educative guide on our wild world, I knew that it was the perfect inclusion for this Nature My Ireland box that I wished for so long to put together. If you've been a member for a while, you'll know that I love being out in nature, and I wish to do as much as I can for the environment. Here is Ina signing your book. Oh my gosh, did we get a signed copy? This is so cool. We did. She signed it right there. What a cool perk as a subscriber. I absolutely love that. You know, I love a signed book or a book plate. So it says she set up the Irish Biological Records Center in 1974 and is responsible for the original distribution maps of mammals and insects. Let me skip down here. It says, I really hope you enjoy this book and take as much as you can from it. Love nature. That's all you need to do, and get out there and find your patch to enjoy. Even if it's within a city, you'll find it. Or simply read books on nature and make some small changes in order to help the environment and educate others. Tell them what you know now from Ina. Here she is signing all of our members' books, and she is rather happy doing so, knowing that they will sail across the Atlantic to our members. Love that. So on the back it says, Ireland's favorite force of nature, Ina Nielamna, is on a mission to open our hearts and our minds to our wonderful wild world, to help us find the balance between our needs and the future of our precious planet. So in her inimitable style, she tackles the questions you're afraid to. How exactly does our wild world work? And why do we need to care now more than ever? Where did the swallows go in winter? And more importantly, why did they come back? Why are all these spiders in my house anyway? That is a question that I ask every day. And what did happen to the hole in the ozone layer? Are climate change and global warming the same thing? Are genetic engineering and wind farms really the way forward? This actually sounds like a great book. So, all right, so I'm into this one. That sounds like one that will probably take me some time to get to, because you know I have a crazy TBR pile, but it is one that I will probably also hold on to and make sure that I can read it. So let me see. I'm seeing a little bit more about another maker, and I'm guessing that this is this one. Let me see. So this is a really cool item. So this is from Van Velzen Designs. It's a handcrafted wooden soap dish from native Irish ash. So this is what the package looks like. I'm gonna love this. You guys know I love wood items. Let me see if I can slide this off. It might be like glued on here. Uh-oh. So let me see if I can maybe slice it off carefully without making too much of a mess, so that I can take some photos, because I have the privilege and honor of taking photos of this box. Look at how cool this is. I love anything with a natural wood grain, so you can see there's those nice ridges in it. It says, our team member Katie happened upon Joe's work and forwarded me his details. I was so delighted, as his ethos really fits our mission within this month's theme. Joe says, I love working with locally sourced renewable Irish wood, whether it's a log from a storm felled tree or a branch from somebody's garden. It says, often the uniqueness and aesthetic potential of the wood gets overlooked and ends up on a pile destined for firewood. By finding and using these hidden gems, we have an opportunity to give a second life to these trees that were often alive long before we arrived into the world, and in doing so support our natural environment and our native woodlands. In a world of Amazon where it is becoming increasingly hard to find something unique and special, my aim is to continue to offer people an alternative to mass-produced gifts. By offering a selection of truly bespoke, authentic, unique, and handmade gifts, I hope to encourage people to see the value in craft again, which allows us to offer support and sustainability to the environment and provide a uniquely fashioned Irish wood product and gift that has originated from the root up. Here's Joe working in his workshop happily. This is so cool. And then she gives us way more information about Joe, like an entire page of his whole bio, which I won't read to you, but wow, that was great. That he was very well written in there as well. So So the next thing we have is from Three Hills Soap from Kells County. So this is what this looks, all very like natural, nice products in this box. So this is from Zuzana Lavska and Michaela Frikova, or Frikova. It says, make really good soap. I have been using it for a couple of years and we all love it here in our house. So it was a perfect top send to you for this month. Environmentally conscious in My Ireland box. Here is a batch of your soap in the making. So here's like different pictures, of course. Here's what Zuzana and Michaela say. Three Hills Soap is dedicated to crafting high quality, healthy, and effective skin and hair care products that will nourish your skin and be kind to our planet. We hand blend all of our own products in small batches to ensure freshness, consistency, and perfection. Think of it as pure nutrition for your skin and hair. Our products are created with great environmental consciousness, which ensures that they are totally biodegradable, natural, minimally packaged, cruelty-free, and 100% vegan. Our approach to washing centers on the pleasure of this everyday experience and the promotion of healthy and comfortable skin. All of our recipes are invented, created, and manufactured in our facility in Kells, and every single product that makes its way to your doorstep and hopefully into your daily routine is lovingly made and wrapped by hand. All products are handcrafted in small batches in Ireland using the finest nourishing ingredients, effective, natural, simple, eco-friendly, and never tested on animals. And then of course there is a lengthier bio about their origin. So nice, very simple soap. Smells good. It doesn't have like a fragrance to it. It just smells like good natural soap, but without being too almost acidic. You know, the way that soap can sometimes seem or smell a little bit harsh. So it does not. So let me go ahead and turn to the next one. Okay, guys, we get to talk about some of the treats now. So this is from Cleve's Irish Confectionery, which we have definitely received products from them before. Love this. This is from the Hazelbrook Confectionery. I love speaking with Leo on the phone as he is so entirely passionate about bringing back all of the old Irish sweets. He has revived Haji Bay, and I know many of our members love their jellies that we sent last September, and I will send more, I promise. Now on to these old school iced caramels. We have gotten these before too. I think they came in like a box and they were so good. Very surprising, like kind of crunchy on the outside, but so good. Let's see what it says. My grandfather loved these, as did my grandmother from Cork and her two sisters, my great aunts Eileen and Frida, and I honestly forgot about them until I spotted them in the shop a few years ago. They brought back some lovely memories. These iced caramels were once a household name and have been revived some 30 years later, now by Leo and his team, and are thriving on their reputation from times past. He is bringing back so many of the old Irish sweets and making them in his factory in Kildare, bringing nostalgia into all of our lives with each sweet savored. He made a special batch just for My Ireland members on short notice, I must add. Yes, I am enjoying an iced caramel as I write this. Yum! I sent these in last year's April My Ireland box, one of my favorite curations, I must add, and I received the most amazing feedback from members. The emails that stood out the most were from grandchildren that brought for their grandparents who emigrated from Ireland, and when they saw the iced caramels, they were so emotional as they brought back lots of childhood memories from Ireland. I think that is so lovely. So they are delicious. I don't have any nostalgia surrounding them, but I love a good caramel. So next, this is something that we have not gotten in a My Ireland box before, and it's something that actually reminds me of my mom because she always had these. This is a pure beeswax candle. It is made in Ireland by Rainbow Candles, and it's got this nice taper shape where they just kind of rolled it up. It says Beeswax Candles and Rainbow Candles was founded in Ireland almost 40 years ago by Pete Kern in an old farmhouse just outside the picturesque village of Drogheda in County Leitrim. It says originally from Germany, Pete is a real character, soft-spoken, bearded, bespectacled, and well-groomed, long hair tied at the back, and with many a story to tell. And then they tell us all about it. It sounds like they started back in 1994, and then let's see, she built a monastery, established a religious order, and kept honeybees, a sacred insect in Irish folklore. It says Pete prefers to make candles from beeswax because it is a more natural product. Unscented, these candles produce a pleasant, natural smell. Beeswax is a renewable resource, and no chemicals are used in its production. Today's Beeswax Candles continues as a small craft artisan business with a core team of 3 candle makers who continue to make beeswax candles using traditional methods. I love them in my home. This is from Catherine. I just love the texture of these guys. And it says anything natural and derived from nature is so pleasant and evokes happy feelings. So of course they make them in all different shapes. They burn very fast, so you do have to know that, but I love the honeycomb of them. I think it's so pretty. And then I think that we got something else. So let's see. This is cool. This is really cool, you guys. So there is a poem called The Oak Tree. And then when you open it up, a tree is planted in your honor. So it says, tree adoption certificate. You are the proud parent of an Irish oak tree. You guys, this is one of the coolest things ever. There are a few boxes out there like Goldie Box that always plants a tree. I just think this is so lovely. And now it's an Irish oak tree. I love like sponsoring things or being able to track things. So it says, this is from Reforest Nation and My Ireland Box. This was something I've wanted to do for so long. I love trees, and because we need more and more of them to help our environment, it was evident to me that trees should be planted for you all. Not only will it be beneficial to nature, I am sure you love the idea of a tree being planted for you here on the Emerald Isle. Tree planting season begins in October to April, and our partners, Reforest Nation, will choose a location here in the southwest of Ireland for the My Ireland Box oak trees. So there'll be like a little My Ireland Box forest. I just think that is so cool. So wow, that is lovely. Let's see, what else do we have? We have some information from Gerard, who is a 21-year-old Irish wildlife biology student and the founder of Reforest Nation. So that's kind of cool. There's like a nice little interview with him to tell us a little bit more about that. But let me keep going because there is still more in this box, you guys. To complement our sweets, we also got something a little savory. This is also a brand that has been featured in My Ireland Box several times before. And it's like one of my favorites. I am always excited. I'm always a little scared because the little bags always come a little bit crumpled, and you guys, I have to try to make the bags look nice and plump and happy again. And really, I just want to dive into the bag. This is from Kyo Family Farm, of course. It says, a Friday night treat in our house. I think that the combination of honey and Irish sea salt is just sublime. I love sweet and savory. It's one of my favorites. It says, the Kyo family hand pops their popcorn in small batches using the finest quality corn grown on small farms like their own. They cook their kernels in small batches on the farm, adding just a touch of natural flavor. Kyo's popcorn, hand-popped corn drizzled with a trickle of honey and sprinkled with crunchy Atlantic sea salt. Our farm is a haven for happy Irish honeybees, and our raw natural honey comes from our very own hives and busy Irish beekeepers. So I love the kind of like nods to the bees here in this nature box as well. It says we use special corn. It's larger, rounder, and crunchier, and so we can pack in even more flavor. We have carefully selected the finest artisan foods from all over Ireland to create our delicious and unique flavors. The Kyo family have farmed their fertile lands in North County, Dublin for over 200 years. Fast forward to today, and they are still committed to producing Ireland's finest potatoes, now crisps and snacks that they say are truly grown with love in Ireland. So love that. The Kyo family have also been reducing their carbon footprint on the environment and are now a carbon neutral business. Kudos to you. That is very impressive. What a great Irish nature box, you guys. So just going over everything that we received in addition to the nature walk in Ireland, the booklet, the little trip out in the world with Catherine. We got that. We got our lovely recipe card. So I'm going to have to learn how to make rhubarb crumble. Hopefully it's not too hard. We got this great book, which I'm very interested to read. I love the questions. Why are all these spiders in my house anyway? I can't wait to hear the answer for that. I absolutely adore this lovely oak soap dish that they gave to us, and then also using like fallen trees. This Three Hills soap, chamomile calendula with oats, extra mild and gentle. Like, who doesn't love a good natural soap? That of course goes on our soap dish, and it fits just perfectly. That's so lovely, you guys. In terms of lovely treats, we got our Cleves Irish Confectionery Original Iced Caramel, so a little crunchy icing on the outside and a delicious caramel on the inside. And then this Bigger Bite popcorn, honey and sea salt flavor, so they spoiled us with both of those. This beeswax candle, you guys, I don't have a favorite in this box. It's really, really good. And then finally, one of the coolest things I think that we could get is a tree adoption certificate for an Irish oak tree. I just think that is awesome. So, and again, our soap dish was native Irish ash. Sorry, so that was ash for the soap dish. That is, it's just such a good box. The book I'm actually excited about, and I'm not always excited about books in lifestyle boxes. The beautiful candle, I love having these around my house, but I never like to burn them. The soap in the soap dish, I just think it's nice that she paired those two together. And of course, I love the soap dish. I love the idea of using those trees instead of felling new ones that we don't need to, because we need our trees. And of course, all of the delectable treats are awesome as well. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what your favorite nature activity is, especially in these summer months, what your favorite item in this box was. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.